Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I am N Baksh and you're watching Sitaro Ka Safar. Today's video is going to be really exciting because we're going to discuss what 2025 has in store for Pakistan's political realm. It is going to be a year full of new opportunities, challenges and surprises. If there's a specific country, personality or any topic that I didn't cover, feel free to mention it in the comments. I'll try my best to create a separate video by preparing a detailed horoscope for it. So, let's get started and see how 2025 will unfold. I made a prediction on January 3rd, 2024 that this year, 2024, is a number 8 year, which is ruled by Saturn, and the number 5 for judges. This means judges would be powerful this year, and as we've seen, judges stood their ground and even gave the Pakistani establishment a stern look. However, along with this, I had predicted for Qazi Faiz Isa on July 1st, 2024, that if he received an extension in July, he would, but aside from that, no extension would be given to him. And Alhamdulillah, Allah kept my honor intact. And that's exactly what happened. The entire system is under the control of Allah and He has power over everything. Now let's talk about Pakistani politics. I want to analyze it through Pakistan's birth chart. Pakistan's moon sign is Cancer, also known as Burj Sartan. The year 2025 aligns with the number 9, ruled by Mars, whereas 2024 was an 8-year ruled by Saturn. As I've mentioned before, Mars and Saturn are friendly planets, but in 1947, when Pakistan gained independence, the moon was positioned in the first house of Pakistan's chart, with Saturn alongside it. However, on January 17, 2023, Saturn moved into the 8th house of Pakistan's chart, which brought significant challenges and setbacks for the country due to the movement. In March, Saturn will move into Pisces, which, according to Pakistan's birth chart, is the 9th house. Saturn is known as the planet of justice. When Saturn's transition period begins in February, the Dhaiya, a challenging 2.5-year period that Pakistan faced, will end, steering the country towards progress. Furthermore, by the end of March, specifically on March 30, 2025, when Saturn completes its transition period and continues to advance in degrees, Pakistan will begin to move towards stability. However, Rahu will also be in Pisces, meaning that Rahu and Saturn will be together. With Ketu positioned directly opposite in the 7th house, this configuration is likely to create a volatile situation for the Pakistani establishment and Chief of Army Staff Asim Munir until May 18, 2025. Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir is a Pisces, so the 5-year extension granted to him through the 26th Constitutional Amendment seems unlikely to be completed. It is possible he may even lose his position midway. Just as Qazi Faiz Isa made every possible effort for an extension but couldn't succeed, General Asim Munir is likely to face significant challenges. As the head of the army, an institution also known as the establishment, General Asim Munir will have to deal with considerable difficulties until July 2025. Whether we analyze it through Pakistan's birth chart or Asim Munir's own, both indicate challenges for him. Pakistan's birth chart has Cancer as the first house, with Mars positioned there, which is considered a negative influence. As a result, Pakistan too will face several difficulties in 2025. This will likely include provincial governance issues, natural disasters, and a lack of support from allied nations. While General Asim Munir will make considerable efforts to stabilize Pakistan under his command, all these efforts may ultimately amount to nothing. I will also add that General Asim Munir's team, including Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, Asif Ali Zardari, Nawaz Sharif, Shehbaz Sharif, and Maryam Nawaz, is facing its own set of challenges, making the team quite weak. Let me explain why they are encountering difficulties and what their stars have to say about them. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's moon sign is Capricorn, and he is entering the final phase of Sarsati in March 2025. Many of my political clients have told me that Bilawal Bhutto Zardari is on the path to becoming the Prime Minister, but I've consistently stated that he will not, under any circumstances. Recently, I was again informed that following the 26th Amendment, Junior Zardari would become Prime Minister, but I denied it then as well. And I will say it again, he will not become Prime Minister. It is only Allah Almighty who holds the power to grant such positions. This entire system is under his control, and he alone has the authority over all things. He raises whom he wills and lowers whom he wills. Moving on, Mr. Asif Ali Zardari's moon sign is Aquarius, and he will enter the second phase of Saraswati in March 2025. In the past, we've often heard the saying, Ek Zardari, sab par bhari. One Zardari outweighs everyone. However, the movement of the stars tell a different story now. I seek forgiveness for making bold statements, but this time, despite his best efforts, Mr. Zardari will not succeed. Let's look at Mr. Shahbaz Sharif's chart. His moon sign is Gemini. On November 30th, 2023, I predicted that Shahbaz Sharif, more than Nawaz Sharif, had a higher chance of becoming Prime Minister, as the star positions were favorable for him at that time. I also predicted that Nawaz Sharif would not become Prime Minister this time around. You can see the tweet on your screen. However, that favorable star position was temporary, and afterwards, Shahbaz Sharif was destined to face another downfall. The troubles and setbacks he encountered are now affecting the team leader General Asim Munir as well. As for Mr. Nawaz Sharif, his moon sign, like Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's, is Capricorn, and he is also entering the final phase of Sarsati. Many other astrologers and my political clients believed he struck a deal and would become Prime Minister again, but even then, I predicted that Nawaz Sharif's dream of becoming Prime Minister this time would remain just that, a dream. He was facing the second phase of Sarsati, and by Allah's will, his political role almost faded away. I feel some sadness for Mr. Nawaz Sharif, a three-time Prime Minister who now either stands guard for his daughter or stands humbly behind his younger brother. Such is the impact of star positions. In General Asim Munir's entire team, there is only one player with a favorable star alignment for him, Maryam Nawaz, whose moon sign is Scorpio. As General Asim Munir himself is a Pisces, Scorpio and Pisces share a natural compatibility. These were the predictions regarding General Asim Munir and his team. Now, let's discuss Pakistan. Whenever a Cancerian army chief or prime minister has come into power in this country, it has unfortunately brought harm to Pakistan. For instance, General Pervez Musharraf, General Bajwa, and Qazi Faiz Isa all earned respect at the start of their tenures, but ultimately left behind a tarnished image, both for themselves and Pakistan. Lastly, as for Pakistan, I'll share that conditions are expected to start improving and moving in a positive direction from mid-July 2025 onwards. Now let's make a detailed look at Donald Trump's birth chart. Donald Trump's moon sign is Sagittarius. Many of my political clients often tell me that several astrologers predict tough times ahead of him. However, I am not making a political statement. I am analyzing Donald Trump's chart, and his stars tell a different story. According to his chart, Donald Trump will enter a Dhaiya period, a challenging 2.5-year phase, at the end of March. But in my experience, a person's life partner's charts holds great significance. Donald Trump's wife, Melania Trump, has a much more powerful chart than he does, as her sun is exalted. This positioning brings considerable luck to her partner. Before 2005, Donald Trump did not have the fame he has today, and it was in 2005 that he married Melania. The sun brought immense support to Donald Trump. Based on my astrological analysis, I predicted that Donald Trump will enjoy his presidential term thoroughly, though he will face some challenges. The upcoming 4 years look highly favorable for him, and I foresee him succeeding in establishing peace globally. This is due to Saturn moving into the fourth house of his chart, which, while indicating the start of a Dhaiya phase, will actually offer support to Mr. Trump. This support arises because the ruler of his fifth house is powerfully placed. On the other hand, 2025 is likely to be a challenging year for America, as the country may face significant natural disasters. That is all for today. In the next prediction video, I'll discuss America, China, Russia, India, South Africa, Brazil, also known as BRICS nations, the Middle East, Asia, and America in greater detail. I hope you enjoyed my predictions. Friends, if there's any other country or personality you want special insights on, or if you want a detailed look at their chart. Do let me know in the comments below. Your feedback is very important to me, and I'll make every effort to bring an exclusive video on that topic as well. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to Sitaro Ka Safar and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates or new videos. With that, I take my leave. See you in the next video with a new topic and fresh journey. Take care and goodbye.